Hello and welcome back everyone to Prototype 2 and Rocket Rabbit Commentaries, and in this episode we've got another collectible to take out. This are the field ops, and if you manage to clear all of those, you get if you manage to clear all the field ops in a specific area of the map, you get another mutation point. Most of the time you get defensive mutation points, so I don't honestly think that they're usually all that worthwhile. And once we actually get our screen nuke, I'll just be using our screen nuke when we stumble across them. There are a lot of collectibles in this game, but not so many. I think in grand total there are less than 100, and because there are less than 100, it actually feels mostly okay to go and collect them all. You know, once you're in post game / if you actually want to go and do it.
Well, I mean, you really... Well, I could see people waiting until they've completed the main storyline so that they don't run into that problem like I've run into in a lot of games that have collectibles, that if you get smatterings of collectibles throughout the game and then you go back to finish getting them, you might forget where you've already been.
Thankfully, the map in this game actually has got a triangulation system telling you where collectibles are once you know how to read it.
Oh, nice. Sounds like a late game ability.
It's not actually. It's just available on the map. I do believe you have to physically travel across where the area physically travel nearby to where the areas are for the tag to actually activate. But yeah, it's an ability that you have effectively right off the bat.
Also, I'm aware I'm a little late to the party on the whole kill your enemies and get more health thing, but can you kill civilians in order to get health back?
You can actually. This game allows you to take the form of anyone that you can find out in the map. The thing is, killing civilians doesn't get you anything. There's really no reason to do it aside from, you know, briefly changing your character skin.
But you can get health from them.
You can, but Heller actually heals relatively fast even without the health regeneration evolution points. So there's no real reason to eat civilians unless you're actually in combat. And even when you're in combat, it's just better to eat the guys that you're fighting as opposed to civilians, because although the guys that you're fighting are actually firing at you, so killing them, you know, reduces the amount of guys that are firing at you.
Yeah. Really is better to subjugate your enemies than to, you know, just kill them, because then not only are you removing an enemy from shooting you, now you have a teammate.
Alright, so we're actually going to go do another Rooks mission instead of a Guerra mission.
The Lab Rat. The disease is coming from this game and into my body. I feel awesome.
Hey, Rooks.
Checkmate, how copy? Checkmate. You are to escort a Gentech researcher named Bellamy to the Green Zone. Coordinates.
Unfortunately, we're not actually going to get to the Green Zone this part, although this does mean that we're more than halfway done with the Yellow Zone.
If you even think you have contact with Heller, you are cleared hot. Put that son of a bitch down.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you're telling me this. Because I am Heller.
Blackwatch? Viper. It's Dr. Ted Bellamy. I'm supposed to get evac.
Hello? Is this my Uber? Yeah. Where are you again? I'm waiting right outside. You see the guy with the cell phone? Okay, now I see you. Yep, you're just flying in from the sky. Wow, it must be that new premium service I heard so much about.
I like that they finally decided, you know what, Bellamy's not going to understand what the fuck we're saying. We have to explain it each time.
Oh, he's the one who's picking up Dr. Bellamy.
But, as you can see from our bonus, we now have the ability to black hole helicopters. And doing so does a significant amount of damage to them. I know we didn't get to see it there, but you black hole the helicopter, boom, a quarter of its health down.
I see. So, I mean, Jesus Christ, those are some intelligent tendrils. The game is just picking up the nearest objects and throwing them into.
Yeah, or it's trying to.
Craziness. Cannot stop speeding bullet, but can stop large ballistic/explosive projectiles. Interesting.
And this is me doing a bunch of backflips because that is what happens when you end up tied to the heating vents of certain buildings.
Huh. That's some Sonic 06 type shit. But the game is sophisticated.
You're not actually stuck on the wall. Is the thing. You can get off the wall rather simply.
Well, I'm afraid I have to tell you, the helicopter meant to pick up you and Ashley has just been shot down. We can't determine who did it.
I do not believe I have to associate with such brutes. Let me guess, you played football, right?
Yeah. You probably had a concussion or two after you dropped out of high school.
What's going on out there? Let me see.
Can you feel it?
The tendrils do significantly. Your blunt weapons specifically do much more damage to armored vehicles than your piercing weapons. So yes, that is what the bonus is attempting to teach you here. That your tendrils are classified as blunt weapons. And look at all the tendrils that you end up spewing out from these combos. It's nuts, man.
So many tendrils and so rapid in progress. Like I am surprised we're not looking at slowdown.
Well, again, the game's like between 2009 and 2011, so it is an older title. My machine can run pretty much anything from 2015 or earlier without issues.
Gen-Tech scientist, can't you see that? He'll be coming.
Yeah, coming. I already got you.
Heller won't pass up a bunch of targets packed that tight.
You want to use us as bait?
Relax, Doc. This will all be over before you know.
With your death, because we just ate Bellamy. Haha.
So the first thing you're going to do is climb out of the tank. The second thing you're going to do is fall after exiting the tank because it exploded underneath you.
I love the ability. To do a quick parry at pretty much any time. Honestly, if Dark Souls had that effective of a parry, or at least that easy to use of a parry, I probably would enjoy Dark Souls a lot more. Mind you, the combat system in Dark Souls 1 isn't one of my bigger complaints with it. I suck at it, yeah, but that's not my big issue with it. So,
well, I think you can successfully dodge the trebuchet that gets fired at you near the beginning of Dark Souls 3 after you get to the undead settlement.
Find me some information on a doctor named Burke. I think he's in charge of some other Gen-Tech project.
I mean, you can't fucking see it coming, but you can, if you hit it at the right time, you might just avoid all damage.
All right, Guerra, what is our next major mission? And yes, because this is 2009, Heller has a BlackBerry.
Nah.
Blackwatch is coming. They must have figured out I was talking to you. I'll be there as soon as I can. What? No. They're coming in from every direction. I'm telling you this so you'll stay away. And let you get killed for helping me? Screw that.
You see,
please,
Heller
Heller
gives a shit. He very specifically gives you shit about the people he's working with. He is not. He is doing villainous shit because it leads specifically to the ends and the information that he needs.
Yes. Remember, he's a priest, so be sure to use lots of C4. Oh, they're trying to destroy the church, bring the church down around his ears.
Yeah.
I see.
Get away from that church.
I'm gonna make you fear God.
And claw pounds. But yeah, Rooks decided to send like two full armor divisions against this goddamn church building simply because Guerra's here. Also, we now have the ability to not necessarily hijack, but weaponize armored units, and what that means is that we can actually steal their secondary weapons and start using them as our own. Like this tow launcher, which gives us a four-pronged rocket launcher that we can use in order to destroy heavily armored targets. I honestly love how powerful Heller is not from this point on, because we can weaponize fucking anything, including this helicopter.
When to give up, do you?
This is gonna be fun. Whoosh! And down it goes.
Now, again, make sure you kill all the rocket launcher dudes.
Make sure they're dead. So does this game let you change the difficulty at any time?
I don't remember. I assume that if you're gonna change the difficulty, you have to do it in between missions.
Right.
Although, to be perfectly honest, the increased difficulty, I think, just uses what was effectively the Doom 2016 merit system of enemy aggression. But I honestly don't know, or rather, the Doom Eternal system of enemy aggression.
So that enemies will be even more aggressive than usual.
Enemies have a specific priority when it comes to who is attacking and how often in Doom Eternal. And it is not a system that I'm all that familiar with, but that is how it was explained to me. Boom!
Almost too easy. Especially because we're so durable. Spam, 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 spam.
Quickly, get back to the church.
Leaving the effective area, you have 5 seconds before Father Guerra self-destructs.
Thankfully, Father Guerra cannot self-destruct.
I'm gonna protect you, Father.
Alright, and where's that other helicopter? There it is.
He's meant to be a man of God.
Unfortunately,
I did not realize.
I do not think it is actually possible for Heller to go through the game without civilian casualties.
I mean, not that it really matters. I mean, when Altair
It's true. It
killed-
doesn't honestly matter. But I want to say one of the earlier concepts of the game was the perfect hero run for Heller. The problem is he gets way too many area of effect attacks in order for that to be realistic.
I mean, when Altair kills civilians, you can only kill 3 civilians before you're dead. If you kill 2, then you're at critical health. Actually, no, that's right. You don't take health damage. It's just a condition that says that if you kill 3 civilians in quick succession, that you're just dead. In Assassin's Creed 2, which I thought was a superior system, although easy to abuse, is that instead of just 3 strikes and you're out, you actually take health damage when you kill civilians.
I need you, Father. We're in this together.
Thank you, Heller.
I need you, Father. You are looking all the more delicious all the time.
So, we have successfully bent Father Guerra's salvation. We have rescued him from a burning church.
This seems like exactly the kind of game that would set up a betrayal plot where you get used to, dealing with somebody and then realize that you have to eat them. Because, I mean, it's one thing when you have to kill somebody that you used to trust, but you got to eat them, too.
Well, here's the thing. They do that plot, question mark, but it's going to be a bit later. And no, it's not Father Guerra that betrays us.
Oh, good, good. Because you got to watch out for these duplicitous priests. They are sons of bitches.
And now we got to wait for the warning to go away so that we can go eat the guy and get additional rocket launcher skill. Except this one's not rocket launcher skill. This is another side quest trigger. And go. Got it.
Command, this is Blackwatch. Have we established protocol of eating our team members in support?
We're looking at you, right?
Well, sir, I know if that prick Guerrera, whatever the hell his name is, gets his hands on those patrol schedules, it'll make our lives a hell of a lot harder.
Exactly. So you need to unfuck this situation pronto.
Yes.
But sir, the situation is not currently fucked.
The situation will be unfucked. I'm not sure how to undo a fuck, but I will do my best.
And in the next episode, we'll be starting our transition into the green zone. Be safe, everybody.
Yes, and thank you for watching.